Hello everybody! Welcome to Techeck, where we show the latest and greatest products. Today, I'll be reviewing the iPad Pro 2020 11-inch. The iPad Pro 2020 11-inch is an amazing piece of machinery. In front of me, I have the iPad Pro 2018 11-inch version with the 128 gigs of storage and 8 gigs of RAM. Now let's talk about the specs of the iPad. The iPad has a 120Hz display with a liquid retina display and really good face unlock features with a dual camera setup and a LiDAR scanner, which we'll be talking about later in this video. It also comes with a USB-C charging port, and in my opinion, Apple's moving in the right direction. Now let's move on to the review of the iPad. I'll start off by talking about the display, which is 120Hz. With a liquid retina display. The display is butter smooth and is great to play games and watch movies on. It is among the best screens on any mobile device. It's bright, colorful, and leverages ProMotion technology for automatically adjusting the refresh rate up to 120 Hz. Talking about the display, let's talk about the processor. The processor is an A12Z Bionic chip. And when Apple released the iPad Pro 2020 back in March, a lot of people tested it and compared it to the iPad Pro 2018 and found that the processing scores were almost similar. This was a big letdown to many people as Apple claimed it was much faster than the iPad Pro 2018. Talking about the processor and the display, let's talk about gameplay on the iPad. Games such as PUBG, COD Mobile, and Brawl Stars run extremely smoothly on the iPad. And many professional gaming players use the iPad as their main gaming device. If you are a heavy gamer yourself, I really recommend going for the iPad Pro. With that being said, let's move on to the cameras. The cameras come with the traditional 12-megapixel camera, a LiDAR depth scanner for improved augmented reality experiences, and more. And there's also an extra 10-megapixel ultra-wide camera, along with a front-facing true-depth camera with Face ID. The LiDAR scanner can be used for apps such as the IKEA app, where you can place furniture around your home to see whether they fit the style of your home. Apart from that, the LiDAR scanner, in my opinion, which I'm going to be brutally honest, is pretty useless on an iPad unless you're an architect looking to improve your design. And another brutally honest statement coming up. I really feel like the iPad Pro cameras do not need to be buffed that much because, hey, are you going to be the one man in the crowd holding up the iPad during the performance? Now let's hop right on to the battery life of the iPad Pro. According to MacRumors.com, the 11-inch iPad Pro has a 28.65 watt-hour battery, while the 12.9-inch iPad Pro has a 36.71 watt-hour battery, which basically means that the iPad Pro 11-inch has a 7,500 mAh battery and can last up to 10 hours while surfing the web or watching video. And that can be recharged over the extremely good USB-C that can be included with the 18-watt power adapter that ships with them. Here comes the microphones and speakers. There are 5 studio-quality microphones included in the iPad Pro for capturing super clean audio in the quietest details. Currently, I am recording the audio for the iPad Pro through the iPad Pro. Apple has also equipped the iPad Pro with a 4-speaker audio setup that adjusts sound to any orientation. Well, that basically means the 2 on one side of the iPad and 2 on the other, which enables stereo sound. The iPad has a Wi-Fi 6 support and a Bluetooth 5 support. A smart connector can be found on the back of the iPad for connecting your Smart Keyboard Folio or your Magic Keyboard Folio. Now, I really want to talk about the 2018 iPad Pro, as I feel like it's a very serious contender for the 2020 iPad Pro. Honestly, I'm willing to sacrifice the camera components for the price of the 2018 iPad Pro. Now, with all that being said, let's move on to the accessories. The iPad Pro is compatible with the Apple Pencil 2 and the Smart or Magic keyboard. Honestly, I went for the Logitech Smart Folio Pro along with the mouse, as I felt that both the prices were unreasonable for what you were getting. And that is just really my opinion, as I would like to stay on a budget. If you are a person that has money to spend, I would just recommend going with whatever you liked. And that about does it. So should you buy the iPad Pro 2020? That's really up to you. But if it was up to me, I would have gone for the iPad Pro 2018 version. If you like this content, please don't forget to subscribe. Please do leave a like and don't forget to comment on what we can improve on our next video. With that being said, we just checked your tech. Bye bye.